कैपिटलिज्म। तो मैं पूछना चाहता हूं तो आपसे कि आपने तो इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइज कर दिया।
Who are the shareholders of Advait Holdings? Anita Singhvi, who's Srimati.
When I intend to file criminal defamation, civil defamation, not only against Nirmala Sitharaman.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी एक शब्द नहीं कहते।
Good evening and welcome to this Saturday edition of Viewpoint. I'm Sanket Upadhyay. Being a Nirav Modi weekend, this Saturday was anything but calm politically, with 4 power-packed press conferences held today. The first of the Congress, Kapil Sibal taking on the Modi government, then Nirmala Sitharaman with an explosive claim insinuating that there is an Abhishek Manu Singhvi Nirav Modi link. To Mr. Singhvi, clarifying that his wife and son were just directors in a company that rented out space to Nirav Modi and nothing more. A clean transaction, he claims. To Rahul Gandhi, who said demonetization made Indians deposit money in banks only for the likes of Nirav Modi to loot it and take it abroad. Rahul versus Modi, Nirmala versus Singhvi. Now, as netas are squabbling, the swindler, mind you, Nirav Modi, is living it up, luxuriating perhaps in the United States. So the big question that we are asking on The Viewpoint is this: India has been looted. Are we okay with this templated response by our netas? Ask yourself this question. We are going to ask this of our politicians. The headlines first. Blockbuster Saturday over the Nirav Gate. BJP and Congress indulge in PC wars. Kapil Sibal blames the BJP government. Nirmala Sitharaman drags in Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Singhvi hits back, says he will sue Nirmala, while Rahul Gandhi delivers one punch after another, cornering the Modi regime. Rahul Gandhi says Prime Minister Modi pooled money in banks via demonetization only to allow Nirav Modi to loot it. The party aims to rally the opposition to initiate a joint parliamentary committee or a JPC probe into the scam. In the meanwhile, 3 suspects are sent to 14 days police custody in the Punjab National Bank scam. Meanwhile, the ED, or the Enforcement Directorate, continues with its crackdown, targeting Nirav's properties in 29 locations across India. CNN-News18 leads the coverage unravelling the web of deceit Nirav Modi weaved. We reveal the hidden accounts and offshore transactions that pooled money in tax havens, a well-oiled scam machine involving his family. And beyond all the politics and crackdowns, the billionaire scamster is living it up. CNN-News18 tracks him down to a posh hotel in New York, where he enjoys his ill-gotten wealth, mocking the Indian laws. Okay, and in just a short moment from now, we'll be joined in by Congress leader Abhishek Manu Singhvi also, because remember, certain strong allegations were made by the Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman against his family members of being involved with Nirav Modi. He held a press conference in Kolkata where he clarified his family's position, his personal position, very clearly stating, very clearly stating that he will sue the BJP in general and Nirmala Sitharaman in particular for this insinuation. I have Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi now joining me on top of The Viewpoint. Dr. Singhvi, my first question to you is this. The BJP alleges and insinuates that a company in which your son and wife are directors have done business with Nirav Modi. How do you respond to these allegations, Dr. Singhvi?
Bhupendra, let me start by saying I'm in the middle of a wedding in Kolkata and you can see the noise factor and the other things. Let me be very pointed to your pointed question. This is the most ridiculous and ludicrous and absolutely unfair, dishonest allegation I can ever imagine. There is a company called Advait, which is our family company. It owns a property as it owns other properties. That is a commercial property which has been tenanted by different people. 5 years ago, a company called Firestar tenanted it and left last year by giving a notice to quit. That is the only tenant landlord. It is like saying that Nirav Modi has 20 showrooms across the country. So every landlord has a relationship with him. Otherwise, I am repeating what I said at the press conference slowly and categorically. Except for this landlord tenancy in a physical property which was vacated last year, neither me nor my family, wife, children, anyone directly or indirectly has any share or directorship or relationship or business of any kind with any Nirav Modi or this Choksi or Gitanjali or Firestone or any other company. I can't be more wide and general than that. It's a ridiculous allegation because from what I saw in the press conference in the middle of a wedding in Kolkata was that I am supposed to be, or my family is supposed to be a director or a shareholder in Gitanjali. I am supposed to be a shareholder director in Nirav Modi's companies. I mean, this is utter nonsense. It is defamatory, it is criminal defamatory, it is civil defamatory, it is irresponsible, and it is puerile.
Now, Dr. Singhvi, you know, interesting that you say that because the statement...
If you were to apply this logic, if you were to apply this logic, every property which Nirav Modi has rented across the country for his showrooms, every landlord is in some sense complicit in the scam. It's ridiculous.
That's right, because you know the statement that was made, the defense minister said that Anita Singhvi is a shareholder in Nirav's firm. So I believe you're denying this claim.
Exactly. I am not denying that. I am denying far wider. Please hear my statement carefully. Neither Anita Singhvi, nor my sons, nor I, nor any member of my family, directly or indirectly, holds any share, directorship, any business relationship, any buying or selling anything in terms of loan or lending, Kwe Nirav Modi company, Choksi company, Gitanjali company, Firestar company. All that is there is that a company called Advait, which is our family company, owns a commercial property in Bombay which was rented out to Firestar in a normal course many years ago, and notice to quit and eviction was done last year because they wanted to leave. That's all.
Now then, in that case, Dr. Singhvi, would you reckon that this was more of a political statement by the BJP and less of a factual one?
That's the grossest understatement of the century. It was a wild, irresponsible political statement. Even politicians have standards. In public life, you have to have standards and decency. If you make such a thing, you should be man enough or woman enough to own up mistake and apologize. Don't hit below the belt, just fight it politically. But this is not politics, this is cheap sensationalism. And it has nothing to do with facts. You are talking of my wife having a share. I am saying nobody remotely in any manner, apart from this tenancy.
Who would you rather have answer in this government? Because, you know, one claim that was made by Rahul Gandhi, Dr. Singhvi, was that, you know, you've got the social welfare minister, the defense minister talking about a loan default or a financial transaction, bungling of financial records. Obviously, the finance minister needs to answer. So, who would you rather have answer as far as these allegations against Nirav Modi are concerned?
Obviously, because the finance minister and one of the biggest scams appears to have happened under his watch, with 90% of the things happening in 17-18.
Dr. Singhvi, you know, don't you think that a political message that family members of a politician from an opposition party whose business in which Nirav Modi is involved in, you have clarified your position, but purely in terms of political positioning, the fact that Rahul Gandhi is also raising similar allegations against some people hobnobbing with Nirav Modi, don't you think it dents the claim of the Congress party purely politically? I'm not talking in legal terms here. Do you think this has become really low level, the political fight?
Look, politics doesn't mean that people eat grass. See, politics doesn't mean that people eat grass. Politics doesn't mean that we have to suspend our powers of belief and reasoning. Politics has to have some system, some rules. You cannot, just because you have something which you have to answer, the real question to answer is, with an army of authorities under the finance ministry, RBI, oversight, audit, with an army of this, the concept of not answering why these oversight authorities were sleeping and then going for things like Rahul Gandhi attended a social function of Modi allegedly, or that one of my companies which owns a property gave a tenancy, is the height of, it's ridiculous. It is actually demeaning and debasing the debate. It is ignoring the real issue and purely intended to digress and deflect. These are deflection tactics. The main issue to be answered is different. Has anybody answered that question till now? Finance Minister, Prime Minister, anybody concerned with the ministry? What's the question of a defense minister answering this? She has no facts. She's just reading out, parroting out something which she's been given.
Significant. All right, Dr. Singhvi, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for taking out time from your wedding in Kolkata. This is Sanket, by the way. Bhupen Chaubey had to urgently leave. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us right at the top of The Viewpoint. Let me now straight away go to the debate that we are carrying out on this issue. I've got Amit Malviya, spokesperson of the BJP, joining me in the studio right here. Gunja Kapoor and Deshratan Nigam is also with me in the studio. We also have Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist, and Sanjay Jha, spokesperson of the Congress party. So we're going to start this debate straight away. Sanjay Jha, to you first. Both my political panelists, Sanjay Jha as well as... Now, Sanjay Jha, you know, the big point over here is, see, the Congress and the BJP, you know, I held a show, Sanjay Jha, and Mr. Malviya might want to listen to this. I held a show yesterday from Connaught Place. And you know the general sense among the public, because see, I'm going to talk about what I learned from the people and not from the politicians. The general sense is, see, Congress and the BJP are trying to confuse the public by blaming one another. The fact is that both of them were colluding with Nirav Modi. Don't you think, Mr. Sanjay Jha, this is the reality? And the people know it. That here is a man who's luxuriating in the United States, where both political parties had the chance to do something, but they didn't.
Sanket, thanks for giving me an opportunity to explain the position of the Congress party. I'll take advantage of this platform to demystify some of the notions that are being floated around by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Point number one, this great bank robbery, that's how I would define this. This is the great bank robbery. A spectacular scam has happened under the nose of Mr. Modi's government, and the proof of that is that the Prime Minister's office was aware of Mehul Choksi's firms linked to Nirav Modi's firms, and they were documented allegations made. Copies were given to Mr. Modi's office and to other ministries in his government, and the income tax and the CBI and the ED in 2015 and 2016, and they turned a blind eye. Point number two, the bulk, 90% and more of the fake, as I call them, fake letters of understanding happened in 2017 under Mr. Modi's nose. No action taken. Point number three, Mehul Choksi and Nirav Modi depart from India in a red carpet send-off, right in following the pattern, the precedent of Vijay Mallya and Lalit Modi before him, once again symptomatic of the fact that Mr. Modi's government turned a blind eye to people who were their very close crony capitalist buddies. Let me answer the allegation against UPA. Let me tell you, the banking transaction or the relationship may have started in 2011. The fraud has happened now. There is a difference between the two. I can open an account with the State Bank of India or a Bank of America today and start creating all kinds of financial...
One moment. Before I ask these questions of the BJP, Sanjay Jha, I hope you know...
Who is the government after 5 years? They are the ones responsible.
Sanjay Jha, I'm going to ask these questions of the BJP. Amit Malviya is right here. But the larger point is, I hope you know, there is some merit in the fact that you too could have done something, nipped it in the bud, as they say. Because in 2013, an independent director of the Allahabad Bank did bring this to your notice. He was the whistleblower. It went unheard.
Can I answer that, Sanket?
Quickly, yes.
Sanket, I'll answer that question to you. You know, Sanket, I think I appreciate the fact you hold very dispassionate discussions. The truth is, what has the Congress party done, Sanket, since the time the Nirav Modi scam has come out in the public? We have put documents out there for public consumption. We have put copies of FIRs, of the bank, shall we say, letters of correspondence, Hari Prasad's public admission that I told the Prime Minister's office in July 2016. He did nothing about it. We have put all the facts and documents in the public domain. If the BJP is creating red herrings and finding whistleblowers, they have the entire finance ministry with them. Mr. Jaitley is
all I'm trying to say,
put it out in the public
all
domain.
I'm trying to say that for every Hari Prasad, see, that's the point. That's the point. For every Hari Prasad, there is a Dinesh Dubey. And this is what it makes even more irritating, say, for a common man. That you and I, Amit Malviya, any person on the road, if he defaults on any loan, the banks will go for his throat, hound him. See, I'm only going to talk about the popular public sentiment on the road right now. Here is one more person who defaulted and fled from this country with 11,300 crore rupees.
Yep.
The Congress wants to believe us, or make us believe that this is 22,000 crore rupees. How do you explain these allegations? 4 years of this period were under the NDA.
All right. Sanket, I'll be very quick and I'll cover the whole gamut of things.
Yeah.
This scam or this collusion between PNB and representatives of Nirav Modi, Mehul Choksi company started way back in 2011. As you've pointed out, in 2013, a Congress-appointed government nominee on Allahabad Bank puts a dissent note on a loan which was given to Mehul Choksi's company, and he calls it illegitimate loan. The Congress eases him out of his job and continues to patronize these people. On 13 September 2013, Rahul Gandhi goes to visit a bridal jewelry collection. Although I don't know what is his interest in bridal jewelry, but on 14 September, this loan gets approved. Not a coincidence, of course.
Okay.
Can I just finish, please?
Yeah.
Then, this collusion continues between the bank operator.
One moment. I'll give you.
The collusion continues.
Mr. Sanjay Jha, I will give you time.
The collusion continues between the bank representative and Mr. Modi and Choksi's company. In 2018, there is a change in guard in the bank. The new official smells something. It is flagged off. PNB writes to SEBI, it writes to the government, and it says there is a scam and we want to let you know.
In that case, one more. Amit Malviya, I have to stop you here. Why? Because 2017, I hope you have seen reports where Punjab National Bank was actually awarded.
Yes.
It was awarded and appreciated by this very government for the fact that it was so vigilant.
That's right. So
whose government was in power, Mr. Malviya?
Can I just finish, please?
Yeah.
There's another news which said in 2013, SEBI blacklisted Gitanjali Gems, which is a Mehul Choksi company. 3 months later, it is just taken off the blacklist. LIC, controlled by Government of India, invests 4.98%, takes up that much stake in this company. Therefore, government money is put into Mehul Choksi's company. Obviously, it couldn't have happened without political patronage.
But then 2014 to 2018.
Can I please finish, please?
2014 to 2018, these are 4 years when you were in power.
I'm coming to that, Sanket.
Yes, quickly.
Chidambaram is the one who signs the termination letter of Mr. Dubey without going through the ACC approval process. Now, 4 years later, we've discovered this scam. First of all, the Congress would want us to believe that this is a 22,000 crore scam or 30,000 crore, whatever number that comes to their imagination. Here is a letter that Punjab National Bank zonal office has written to various authorities, and it says, over the entire period, the LOUs and LCs that have been issued is less than 5,000 crores over the 6-year period. And I can tell you, and this question was asked to the CMD of PNB, and he said they are yet to arrive at what is the current outstanding.
Okay.
That figure could well be much, much lower than what the Congress is peddling. Now my point is that this fraud has happened, which is a result of an operational lapse, which went unnoticed for 7 years, which is a matter of concern. The RBI...
11,300 crore rupees
No,
swindled.
it's less than 5,000 crore
Cannot
for
be an
PNB.
operation lapse. No, we are not just talking about
Sanket,
PNB.
I am talking about PNB
Absolutely.
because that's the number we're debating right
Absolutely.
now.
Okay.
And I have a letter. The Congress is making it 30,000 crore, which
Sanket
is
is
far
like
from the
this.
analysis.
One moment.
Listen,
Let him,
point.
see, I have to give him a fair chance.
Yes.
I have to give him a fair chance. One moment.
The
Amit
fact
Malviya.
is,
Yes.
our government has acted very swiftly, raided several establishments of Nirav Modi, possessed as much as 5,600 crore, which is anyway more than what the
But
PNB
in
letter
your
says.
establishment, Nirav Modi is out of this country. I hope you realize that
Sanket,
somewhere he had some intelligence that something like this is happening.
Sanket, that's a very far-fetched argument, and I will tell you why. You speak to anybody and you look at Nirav Modi's record, and perhaps Rahul Gandhi would know this better, that Nirav Modi is someone who lives in Belgium. He's an NRI. It's not that he was tipped off and he ran away from the country. They have business interests across the globe and they're traveling across the globe. What should be appreciated is that this government has put out a very quick hunt for the man, and we will get him.
Quick Congress reply, and then I introduce my other panelists. Yes, quick Congress reply. Yeah.
Yeah. Sanket, let me tell you something. Brazen lying is part of BJP's normal political strategy. Good luck.
I
But
have
please,
these
for God's
papers.
sake, don't try and assume that the people of India are not intelligent enough to see through it. I didn't interrupt you. Please don't speak when I'm talking, please. The main point, Sanket, is this, that he got all his letters of understanding approved under this government. They are trying to blame Punjab National Bank officers. This has happened with full political umbrage being given to Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi. The Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, ignored the allegations made against Mehul Choksi, by the way. And what happens? Nirav Modi leaves India. Lookout circular comes later, exactly like it happened with Vijay Mallya. And then Nirav Modi is taking photographs in Narendra Modi in Davos.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
15 seconds.
One by one. No. I have to go to other panelists also.
15
Amit
seconds.
Malviya, one moment. I have to go to other panelists also. Sabha Naqvi, Gunja Kapoor and Desh Ratan Nigam. Sabha Naqvi and Gunja Kapoor now. Sabha Naqvi and Gunja Kapoor. Sabha, you know, going back to my basic argument, the premise of my argument over here, you have a very well templated response between this ping pong game between Congress and BJP. I mean, are we to assume that people are fools who will not ask this question, that both these parties and both their governments are guilty of something or the other?
I disagree with you, Sanket.
No, I actually
BJP that
agree
is
with you, and I think, look, let's face it, let's be very blunt about it. Because of the opaqueness of political funding, all the parties that have ruled India, which has primarily been the Congress has overseen a regime of crony capitalism. Let's understand that. What this scam signals for the Bharatiya Janata Party is that they are actually like the Congress. That is what they should worry. It's exactly the kind of stuff that used to happen. So all those claims of being higher and purer, and there is good reason why they would be like that, because I keep repeating this ad nauseum. How does the BJP, which claims to be so against corruption, which claims to be cleaning up the system, run the most expensive election campaigns historically in our country? Where does the money come from?
One moment, because that's an allegation.
Taken away for why?
You know, I have to go to either Desh Ratan Nigam or Amit Malviya to explain this. Let's quickly take an interjection.
Cannot have any claims to be.
Today is Insinuation Day. You have Nirmala Sitharaman insinuating something against Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Sabha Naqvi is insinuating something against the BJP. Desh Ratan Nigam and Amit Malviya.
Very quickly,
yes.
Since you spoke about Nirmala Sitharaman and what she insinuated, another channel at this moment has broken a story, and it has said that 4.8 crore worth of cash transactions, unaccounted cash, as per ledger entries seized from Nirav Modi computers made by Mrs. Anita Singhvi between 2014 and 15. Well, I think you may have to get Mr. Singhvi again on your program
I don't
to
know.
clarify
I don't know the
these
veracity.
allegations.
I do not know the veracity of the information that you are quoting from some other network.
I am quoting what is happening right now on another channel.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll look at the veracity and then we'll ask for his comment.
And 10 seconds.
Yeah.
The Congress has been speaking about
Hari
Prasad.
Prasad. Allegation.
Wait,
quickly.
Congress has been speaking about Hari Prasad, and I must clarify. Hari Prasad is someone who owns a franchisee of Mehul Choksi's company. He has a commercial dispute with Mehul Choksi of about 30 crores. He writes to Karnataka government, gets no support. He goes to every agency that he should have gone to and eventually writes to the Prime Minister's office.
So you're saying he's a motivated whistleblower?
No, don't put words in my mouth. He writes about the commercial dispute that he has with Mehul Choksi and urges the Prime Minister's office to intervene. The Prime Minister's office...
Amit Malviya, I've read those letters.
Let me finish, please.
Amit Malviya, I have to correct you because, you know, I have read those letters.
Yes. I have also
and those
read those
letters talk about Gitanjali getting 9,872 crore rupees with an asset base of only 25 to 30 crore rupees.
Can I finish, please?
Yes.
My point is that those letters don't speak about PNB, don't speak about the SWIFT, don't speak about the LOUs given to Nirav Modi's company. That is the fraud that everybody is talking about in PNB. So he's made certain allegations as part of his letter, but the thrust of his letter is the commercial dispute that he's having with Mehul Choksi.
I have to go to Sanjay Jha, coming back. Yeah,
and
Gunja
there are
Kapoor.
42 FIRs against
Gunja
Mehul
Kapoor. I have to
Choksi.
introduce Gunja Kapoor and Deshratan Nigam also. Yes, Gunja.
Amit Malviya has made some very smart statements out here. Let's just step, a couple of, let's just step back and see. It's a scam is not a scam from day one, right? LOUs get renewed every year. So it's only when his LOU was declined that he got tipped off that there's something wrong and the systems come to know about it, which happened, fortunately, in the NDA's time. So you can't say the scam's been going on since 2013 or 11. That's point number one. Second thing, now you've got Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi into it, but tell me one thing, Mr. Amit Malviya, what about the NPAs? Whom are you going to put responsibility for NPAs, for demonetization, for Vijay Mallya, or for any other scam that happens? You've been 4 years in the government, you can't keep stepping back into history time and again.
Okay.
Look,
quick response.
I understand.
In fact, very quickly, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, I have to go to Deshratan also.
I quite appreciate the expectation that people like Gunja, who are independent commentators, have of our government because they think we are cut above the Congress. And that's absolutely true. So I quite agree with her for expecting better of us.
You claim to be cut above the Congress.
Madam, please, let me finish. The fact is that this government took 2.5 years to find out that there are 2.5 crore bogus LPG account holders who were getting subsidy which was not due to them. This government took as much time to find out there were several banks.
Wait. Let's stay on this issue. Stay on this issue. Deshratan Nigam.
Gradually.
Deshratan Nigam.
Sanket, can you have one more?
Claim to have done everything in the first 6 months.
See, if we try discussing everything, then we will be able to discuss nothing.
Modi has 105 bank accounts.
Deshratan Nigam, do you think, I'm coming back to that basic point. Sabha Naqvi as well as Gunja Kapoor, Sanjay Jha, for obvious reasons because he's in the Congress, feels that there has been a bit of a erosion of the credibility that was associated with the Narendra Modi government. Right? Am I right?
Yes.
Have you been able to sum it up right? What is your assessment? Do you think that there has been a credibility erosion with this scam?
Let me put it differently. By and large, this government has been scam free, and they are doing their job as required by them, as mandated by the people. Now comes the question of battle of perception. The Congress here is, without facts, I am saying, without having any substance or material, is a step ahead in battle of perception.
Okay.
Creating that kind of image of battle of perception in the mind of people. They are political parties. They will go all out to have BJP out of power. And they are creating, as 2019 is approaching.
Just to add to what you are saying, Rahul Gandhi held a press conference today where he said that the whole purpose of demonetization was to get the common man's money back into the banking system.
See, that's a far
so that Nirav Modi or the likes can take it away out of the country.
Rahul Gandhi is entitled for this baseless opinion, but let me make it very clear. The point out here is there is a systemic failure of the banks.
So you admit?
Yes, both the parties should be concentrating how to improve the system in the banks rather than putting allegations on each other.
So are you trying to look at this only as a banking problem?
Yes, banking problem.
And absolutely no political connivance or collusion?
See, 2011...
This should only be seen from the prism of a banking flaw.
And its improvement.
So this is a banking scam. It's got nothing to do with politics, according to Desh Ratan Nigam.
It is being made into a political issue.
Okay, interesting. Sanjay Jha, one moment. Sanjay Jha has been waiting. Yes, Sanjay Jha, quickly. So this is according to Desh Ratan Nigam, and I'm sure Mr. Malviya will also agree or concur that this is just a banking problem, no political collusion. Nirav Modi just fleeced a bank.
Well, Sanket, let me tell you in short, it's...
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let me tell you, I've been a banker before. I've been a bank... can I answer, please?
Quickly.
I've been a banker for a long time of my career. I can tell you that's utter unadulterated rubbish. But let me tell you the larger point that Mr. Gandhi made today. When he talked of demonetization, let's link it to the larger issue, Sanket. This is the same Modi government that is telling openly, it's created a law that you can today fund political party, you can fund the BJP, but nobody will know who funded it. This is the law they are bringing in. Why? Try and understand the point. Arun Shuri called demonetization the biggest money laundering scheme since 1947.
Even the economic survey accepts it's a flaw.
Why did he say that? And why is it today that funds are going to be funded and rooted for Mr. Narendra Modi's
very one moment. Sabha Naqvi first and then Amit Malviya.
Where does the money come from?
Okay, two people have asked this question of you. Amit Malviya, you need to answer. Political funding. Yes, Sabha Naqvi quickly and then Amit Malviya. Sabha.
One quick point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amit Malviya is giving such long-winded. Look, frankly, as a citizen, we are all facing this tax, put in that into Aadhaar, fill in more forms, and here you have the shocking situation. This government that goes around saying it's got money by harassing citizens for 1 year. Through demonetization, people were harassed. We were all not being able to pay people who can only deal in cash. And here you have this man being allowed to go away after posing with the Prime Minister of India. Come on, that's the public perception. Let's be very clear about it.
Exactly.
That we are being made to feel like fools right now.
Difference, Amit Malviya, between reality...
You can talk about banking and all of this. That's what people are saying.
Interesting. I've taken the download of what the two of you have said. I'm taking that question straight to Amit Malviya. Amit Malviya, credibility. Credibility, I would not say crisis just yet, which the Congress would want us to believe, but credibility has taken a beating. Come on, let's please admit that.
All right. Let me answer that for you. As far as credibility is concerned, both Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi are currently out on bail in the National Herald corruption case. Please do not interrupt when I'm speaking. You're not the Congress spokesperson.
Come on.
The fact is that Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are out on bail in a corruption scam. They are desperately trying to stick a corruption stamp on our government. They tried Rafale, now they are trying PNB, knowing fully well that this is a legacy that is of the Congress is doing, and we are clearing it up. When Prime Minister spoke in the Lok Sabha,
I asked my question again. I mean, one moment. Please, let me use the fine art of conversation to extract an answer out of Amit Malviya. Amit Malviya, what has happened, what has been their track record is for them to answer. My point is, in these 4 years, post this Nirav Modi scam, has your credibility not taken a hit? I'm asking this question directly.
Because we are very clear. There has been no corruption in this country which has had any political patronage, as was the case in the Congress. Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi themselves are mired in corruption. The fact is, as Mr. Ratan said, the BNP fraud is a banking one. It has nothing to do with any kind of political patronage.
The Congress wants to come in on this.
However, the loan that was given to Mehul Choksi was under political patronage. And that is the big difference that we have to understand, and most people understand this.
Let's listen in from Sanket, let me tell you.
Sanket, Sanket, can you imagine that Pakistan in the Panama Papers, which is, by the way, an encyclopedia of the biggest black money schemes all over the world in tax havens, Pakistan, a country like Pakistan, had Nawaz Sharif resign as Prime Minister. Who is Narendra Modi protecting for the last 3 years? Panama Papers, no investigation has happened in India. And we know many of the people mentioned there are close cronies of the BJP government.
You have made a corruption accused your party president.
The RTI?
You must
and what about GSPC
think about
scam?
it
What about Birla Sahara Dairy scam?
You have made a corruption accused your party president.
What about acquisitions in the Rajasthan government? What about the PDS scam? What about, by the way,
just because you love some words and continue to make scams of it, it doesn't mean they become scams. You imagine scams where there are none. The fact of the matter is, you imagine scams where there are none. But in your case, these have been proven. There have been allegations which have been proved in the court of law. Your president and your former president both are out on bail. Do you realize the gravity of the situation?
One by one. Gunja Kapoor and Deshratan Nigam, one by one. One by one.
Gunja
and then Deshratan Nigam
has made that the party presidents out on bail. Well, there are enough number of people in the BJP, including those at the high post, who are also out on bail for much serious charges. So let's not get into this. What about
your assertion is devoid of any facts.
That's why
you have no fact to make your claim, because you are alleging that somebody in my party at a high position is out on bail, which is incorrect. You cannot make a false accusation and get away. I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow you to make an allegation and get away.
One moment. Let me ask. I have to come in here.
Out on bail.
One moment.
You get your facts correct.
Just one moment.
If you just want to make unsubstantiated allegation, then that's a different matter.
One moment. Amit Malviya, one moment. Gunja Kapoor, one moment. Here is my question to you, Amit Malviya, and Deshratan. Gunja can also join in. Where did those 11,300 crore rupees go? You know, we have documents that show that presently there is investigation going on of suspicious transactions and how they were routed to the British Virgin Islands. I have documents. We broke that story. I don't know about which media report you are quoting. I am quoting, one moment, I am quoting a letter, absolutely. So there is a suspicious transaction which shows that the hard-earned money, that the Indian taxpayers' money is being routed, and all of that happened between 2014 and 2018 going to the British Virgin Islands. Can you just look the other way and continue to blame the Congress for this?
We are looking the problem in the eye, Sanket. We are not running away from it. We are going to fix it. We have initiated an inquiry. The fact is that Punjab National Bank has put out a letter to agencies listing out all the transactions that have happened. That amount is less than 5,000 crore over the last 6-7 years. The fact is that these transactions have happened. It obviously have happened in contravention of banking regulations and guidelines. The question must be asked of RBI and the then RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan, who was a poster boy for the Congress party.
See, that's my point.
Why these kind of risks
were
not
I asked you a question in the present, you went back in the past.
No, I'm telling you right now, I started by saying we're looking at the problem in the eye and we will solve it. We will ensure that every penny is recovered.
and Deshratan Nigam, one by one. One by one. I'm running out of time. Gunja Kapoor and Deshratan Nigam.
Slip back into history.
One by one.
Give me just 5
No, Sanjay Jha, one moment. See, I have to allow Gunja and Deshratan ji also to speak. They have been silent spectators through a fight between the Congress and the BJP.
One moment. I don't understand one thing. Where is the PNB's executive committee?
One moment, Sanjay, one moment.
It's for this government to come and pressurize the PNB's executive committee to come out clean on this. It cannot happen without the collusion of the PNB's high command. That's one, and it's extremely convenient to step back into history. But what about the present LOUs were renewed during your time, Mr. Malviya?
In 2017.
Yes.
Again, you know, this is
part of the FIR.
Again,
yes.
Fact.
You know, Sanjay Jha claims that he was a banker. I was a banker till recently, and I was a corporate and investment banker. I know this business like the back of my hand. The fact is that 18 employees of Punjab National Bank have been suspended.
Yeah, exactly.
The CMD or the new managing director of PNB stepped out and addressed the press.
How
He
did they go
went to
6 months and 1
SEBI
year?
and
So you're
to
saying
CBI
that the
to
previous
say
management of the
that-
Punjab National Bank is at fault?
Of
Is that
course,
what you're
Mr.
saying?
Kamath was the first one who was removed by our government.
Okay. Okay. Desh Ratan Nigam.
That's a fact.
Quickly.
See, let
Yeah.
me
I
clarify
don't think
out
they can
here.
run this country. I think Mr. Modi should
Mr.
resign
Sanjay Jha,
and they
please,
should all quit.
please
They
allow
can't
me.
run this
I've
country.
been very
Yeah,
patiently
please.
listening
He's
you.
been patient. Yeah. Please, go ahead.
There are two versions that we have available. One given by the Congress and one given by the BJP. The matter is before the court. I'm a lawyer too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, now the matter is before the court. As soon as the FIR is registered, within 24 hours, the courts have to be informed about it. And the matter is sub judice and it is lying before the court. The courts will deeply go into this question. Who are the people responsible for it? And they will find out the truth. Whatever may be the allegations by the BJP or the Congress against each other, that could be political. But you cannot run away from the truth. The truth will come out. The money has gone out. But one thing I would say, the swift action that was taken, certain amount of money, about 5,500, have been recovered, and also 23 immovable properties have been identified, which can
No,
further
money has not been recovered. They've seized.
seized.
Yes.
So ultimately,
It will have to be liquidated.
No, so it
That's
can
also a
be.
Which
process.
is a
So
very
it can
long
be.
process.
Yeah.
We've
It
seen
can be. It can be. And 23 immovable properties have also been identified in this regard.
Sanket,
Therefore,
one point, please.
see, once it is detected, what
One
can
by
be
one,
done?
yeah.
What can be done as a law-abiding country?
What can be done?
Swift action is the
Okay.
first response that was to be done and which has been
So
done.
Swift is what took the money out. I really wonder how
Swift
Swift
was-
action will
Swift
get him
was the
back, because you know
software.
the problem, Sabha
Swift was the software.
Naqvi, the problem over here is
What law-abiding
one
country,
moment.
you know?
My whole problem over here is that swift action was also expected in the case of Vijay Mallya. Practically speaking, I mean rhetoric aside,
Yes.
practically speaking, all of
Yeah.
us know that it is a
Absolutely.
pain. That extradition process is a pain. I don't know how many years we are going to wait
Even
to see
liquidation
him
of
come back.
properties.
Can I just say
Yeah,
something,
one
Sanket?
moment. Sabha Naqvi, do you think in the first
Absolutely.
place,
Look, let's put it this way, that the big fish always get away.
yeah,
I
absolutely,
tell
no
you,
doubt
big
about
fish
that.
always get away, be it the Congress and the BJP.
Do you think this
The
blame
BJP
is going
on
to
the
stick?
matter of corruption is
Do you
looking
think
like
this
the
blame
Congress.
is going to
the
stick?
Congress on the matter of ideological position wants to look like the BJP.
Sabha-
It's all the same. Sab
Sabha
is
Naqvi,
Amam
do you
hai,
think
sab
this
nange.
blame is
That's
going to
all I
stick
can
on
say.
the BJP?
That's
The fact
my
that
word
Vijay
on
Mallya went away and now we are initiating a process of
Yeah,
getting him back.
I think so.
That
I think
Nirav
so.
Modi went
Because the
away
BJP was supposed-
and now we are
the
beginning.
BJP was
We are
supposed to be
reactionary.
different on corruption.
Yeah, we are
This is-
reactionary. Even your
Yeah.
government allegedly is reactionary
Look,
on
they've
corruption.
had
Amit
some
Mallya.
biased
Yeah.
citizens
Yeah.
The
who
fact of
believe
Vijay
that
Mallya
Narendra
case
Modi
is
is going to
that the
catch corrupt
loans
people.
were not
People-
given under
people
our regime.
underwent a lot of
Kingfisher
pain in the
started
BJP
under the
years.
UPA regime
So
and
when
it
the
wound up
bubble
under the
blows,
UPA regime.
when
The
bubble
fact
one
is
by
that
one,
Vijay
one by one.
Mallya
People are gonna
was
ask
happily
questions.
living in
A
India,
guy who
enjoying
owns
his
a
lifestyle under the
business
UPA.
and
He ran
So
away
we are
because
all
he knew the
filling
law
up
would catch up
documents.
under
Sanket,
our
you have to
regime.
stop.
We
The
are all
fact of the
filling up
matter is
One moment,
that we have not
one
let
moment, just one moment,
single-
just one moment, Amit, just
That
one
is
moment.
very simple thing.
Okay, one by one. Amit Mallya, 10 seconds. I'm supposed to wind up this discussion.
Very
now.
quickly,
Yeah.
Vijay Mallya's scam happened under UPA. He was enjoying his life under the Congress regime here. He ran away because he knew law would catch up
In
with
the- in
him
which regime?
under the,
Sanket.
In
under
which
the
regime did he
BJP
run away?
regime.
Absolutely.
And that's
he
why
ran
he
away on the
and
BJP
every
regime.
attempt
What
to
about
extradite
Lalit
him
Modi?
is
One
being undertaken.
What about
He
Lalit Modi?
ran away because he was an NRI and there was no legal notice out him. The
What about
banks were
Lalit
not
Modi,
allowed
who's
to
your
proceed
child?
against
Sanjay
Vijay
Jha,
Mallya under
Sanjay
the
Jha,
Congress
quick,
regime,
political
which
thought.
was
Running
allowed
out
under our
of
regime.
running out of time. Sanjay Jha. Yes,
Lalit
quickly.
Modi,
Yeah.
mention that.
Yeah. Sanket, you know, I'm just appalled that the BJP lies to the viewers so openly. But Mr. Vijay Mallya becomes an MP with BJP support. Then they allow him to go abroad by changing the circular so CBI can't
Oh,
stop him.
come on.
And Mr.
These
Mallya
are
is giving us lectures on
This is
corruption
the
and
kind of
political
stuff that
morality.
you guys
For
peddle on
God's sake, my dear
WhatsApp.
friend, kuch pad
I
likhe
mean,
aao
don't
yaar.
bring it on
How do you
national
come on a
television.
TV channel and
At least
bluff
show
people
some
like
intelligent
this?
conversation.
You should apologize to the viewers of CNN-News18.
You should be
You should apologize
apologetic
to the
about
viewers of
coming
CNN
on a
News 18
national
for lying and
channel
bluffing to
and
them
peddling
openly.
out stuff that you
Shame
read
on
on
you.
WhatsApp.
It's a
Mr.
monumental
Sanjay Jha,
I
shame.
mean, I'm
this is politics
sorry.
at its best.
It's
This
a
is
monumental
ludicrous.
shame.
I
My
mean,
dear
how
friend,
could
you
a
run
national
a cell which
spokesperson
is
of the
famous
Congress
for fake
party read
videos,
out
yaar.
stuff that he gets
Morph
forwards on
videos
WhatsApp?
and fake
I mean,
videos. Shame on you.
Prove your standards.
Shame on you.
Gunja Kapoor,
Grow up, Amit Malviya, grow up.
Sanjay Jha
Jara
and
grow
Amit
up,
Malviya.
yaar, thoda seekho,
One
padh
more.
bhai.
I have to take a short break. Thank you so much for participating in this discussion and proving to me yet again what the man on the street is saying. And I think he is damn right. He is right about the fact that this is ending into a typical Congress-BJP cockfight where both these parties, they will have to share a little bit of the blame for a situation that we are in today. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on this discussion. Short break on The Viewpoint. When we come back, that mega exclusive, CNN News 18 mega exclusive into the 11,300 crore Nirav Modi scam. Welcome back. You're watching The Viewpoint. This is a CNN News 18 mega exclusive into the 11,300 crore Nirav Modi scam. We now reveal the Nirav Modi's hidden accounts and transactions in different countries. Data reveals offshore transactions and money which was routed to companies in tax havens like the British Virgin Islands. The International Consortium of Investigative Journalists and the data confirms the CNN News 18 news break of Nirav Modi and his family's suspicious transactions. Now, the accounts exposed also belong to Nirav Modi's sister and brother-in-law. The IT department is also scanning a suspicious transaction of 271 crore rupees from Singapore-based Islington International, which is owned by his sister Purvi Mehta. The beneficial owner of this transaction was Nirav Modi. Ashish Maharishi brings us more details on Nirav Modi's illegal transactions.
Revealing today on CNN News 18, it is basically the tip of the iceberg. In fact, investigative agencies are going to look at this because it gives a direct connection on why money was going to Hong Kong. You know, you go to the CBI FIR, the first FIR, and it very clearly mentions all 280 crore rupees have gone where? It has gone to Hong Kong. And why it has gone to Hong Kong, here we are revealing on CNN News 18. This is, you know, the ICIJ, the International Consortium for Investigative Journalists. This is the offshore leak database, which very clearly shows that, yes, there is a trust name, Pavilion Point Corporation. Now, this trust, where is it registered? It's a typical offshore structure which shows that the registered address is none other than Tortola, British Virgin Islands. This is the address which was where, you know, the trust has been opened in December 2005 and it still exists. Now, this trust, where is the bank account? Where is the intermediary? It is in UBS Singapore. This is where the money should be and where the money is being transacted. This is what, you know, prima facie it looks at. But who are the owners? Who are the directors? Look at this. Mayank Mehta and Purvi Deepak Modi. He is the brother-in-law of Nirav Modi. She is this, and the Purvi Deepak Modi is the sister of Nirav Modi. They are the shareholder of this trust. Who is the director? Director is Mayank Mehta. Who is the other director? The other director is Purvi Deepak Modi. Now, most importantly, where does Mayank Mehta and Purvi Deepak Modi stay? Look at this. Mayank Mehta and Purvi Deepak Modi stay in Hong Kong. This is the address. Now you go to what the real address of Mayank Mehta and Purvi Deepak Modi is. Look at this. The address is given here. What is the registered address? Flat A7F Block 1 Astorial Code 55 Garden Road, Hong Kong. Now very clearly Mayank and Purvi Mehta seems to be conduits in the entire thing, because here is the income tax report, and the income tax report, I'll just read out from the income tax report. It says, further during the post-search proceedings, it was noticed that after the search action, the company, Messrs. Firestar International, now remember Firestar International is Nirav Modi's company, has again received foreign funds to the tune of rupees 271 crores from Singapore-based Islington International Holdings PTE Limited, whose beneficial owner is stated to be Mr. Nirav Modi's sister, Mrs. Purvi Mehta. The SSE has not been able to provide necessary documents in support of creditworthiness of Mrs. Purvi Mehta or Islington International. The source of these funds also remains suspicious. Now, the income tax department has written to the FTNTR, that is a department which looks into suspicious transactions found abroad, but it very clearly shows that Mayank Mehta as well as Purvi Mehta or Purvi Deepak Modi, to be precise, they hold a trust. Was this trust used for garnering black money or not? That has to be looked at, whether it was used or not. But the structure that we are revealing on CNN News 18, it very clearly shows it's a typical opaque offshore structure. It is the investigative agencies who have to look at at this trust. They also have to find out if the money that has been siphoned off from Punjab National Bank, has it been routed back into India, has it been brought back into India through these trusts and companies based out of Hong Kong as well as Singapore.
That's a wrap in this edition of The Viewpoint. Good night and goodbye.